Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. Today's video we're diving into the Draconomicon from 3rd edition, and we're looking at prestige classes. The prestige class we're going to look at today is Dragon Lyrist. It's on page 127 if you have the Draconomicon or a PDF of it. I'll go over the prestige class, the qualifications, then I'll go over the table itself of the levels and what the abilities that lists are, and then we'll dive into the actual text of the abilities after that. I'll give you my opinions on the class as I'm going through, and I will give you my opinions on what I would change to make it a better class for, say, Pathfinder, because this was the edition before Pathfinder, D&D 1E, or not 1E, 3E, and the edition of D&D they had right before Pathfinder was D&D 3.5e, and then after that is Pathfinder. So this prestige class is only 5 levels. So you'll get a lot of abilities in a quick 5 levels. So without further ado, let's dive in. To qualify, the requirements to enter this prestige class is your alignment has to be any non-evil. You have to have the feat Dragon Song. Skills, concentration 5 ranks. Concentration's now built into the class spellcasting classes, so you don't have to do that. You have to be 5th level for that. Diplomacy 5 ranks. Knowledge Arcana 5 ranks. Perform oratory or sing 10 ranks. I would lower that to 7. So I'd subtract 3 from it, lower it to 7. The reason is the way the skills worked in 3rd edition is you would start at level 1 with 1 plus 3 as your maximum ranks in a skill. But in Pathfinder, you start with 1 rank as your maximum rank, and you get a plus 3 miscellaneous bonus for that as your starting skill. So I would do it as 7 ranks as the qualification for this. So you need to be at least 7th level to qualify for this. So at 8th level, you would level into this. You must have the draconic language, which makes sense. Now this class gives you a d6 hit dice each time you gain a level in it, which was the Bard and Rogue's hit dice. Now each time you gain a level, you get 4 plus your intelligence modifier and skill points. And it is like half the size of the skills that a Bard would get. Bluff, craft, diplomacy, knowledge, listen, perform, sense motive. You gain no new armor or weapon or shield proficiencies. And then now let's dive into the table. You get a cleric or rogue's base attack bonus here. You start at 0 at 1st level, and it'll be plus 3 at 5th level of the prestige class. And remember, that stacks on top of your base attack bonus for your regular class. So you remember anytime you're at 6 on the table, you get an extra attack. So just remember when you're adding that together that applies. Your reflex and will saves are your best saves for the prestige class. They start at a plus 2 bonus at 1st level. They end at a plus 4 bonus at 5th level. Your fort save's your worst save. It'll start at plus 0, and it'll end at plus 1. Now, you gain spellcasting class levels, which just means that your levels in this count as class levels as far as how powerful spells you have access to, how many spells per day you have access to. But they do not give you anything that's related to your spellcasting class. So if you were a cleric, you wouldn't get any extra channels. If you're a wizard, you wouldn't get any extra access to like meta magic feats and stuff like that. That would be that level appropriate. So, and you only get 2 of those. You'll get them at 2nd level and 4th level. But at 1st level, you get Greater Dragon Song, Song of Strength. At 2nd level, you get Greater Dragon Song, Song of Compulsion. At 3rd level, you get Greater Dragon Song, Song of Flight. At 4th level, you get Greater Dragon Song, Song of Fear. And at 5th level, you get Greater Dragon Song, Song of Healing. So, let's dive in and see what those are. Greater Dragon Song. Once per day per class level, a Dragon Song lyrist can use song or poetics to invoke the power of Dragon Song. Invoking Dragon Song requires a standard action. In the case of effects that require saving throw, the DC equals 10 plus the level plus the charisma modifier, the level of the class plus the charisma modifier. So it can never be higher than 15 plus the charisma modifier. The bonus from the Dragon Song feat also applies to the save DC. So the feat would add to that. Okay. In cases where the character continues Greater Dragon Song effect over the course of multiple rounds, such as Song of Strength, the Dragon Song lyrist can fight while using Greater Dragon Song but cannot cast spells. Activate magical items by spell completion, such as scrolls, or activate magic items by command words, such as wands. Maintaining a Greater Dragon Song effect does not require concentration. A deaf Dragon Song lyrist has a 20% chance to fail when using Greater Dragon Song. If she fails, the attempt still counts against her daily limit. So you can do it up to 5 times per day at 5th level of the Prestige class, which I would probably change at 5th level just to give you more uses, because there's no reason not to. You've maxed out the Prestige class. Song of Strength. A 1st level Dragon Song lyrist can imbue herself and her allies with great physical power. The Dragon Song lyrist and all allies within 30 feet who can hear her gain a +4 morale bonus to strength for the duration of the lyrist performance and for 5 rounds thereafter. This is a mind-affecting ability. And you'll get that one at 1st level. At 2nd level, you'll get Song of Compulsion. A Dragon Song lyrist can use her Greater Dragon Song to make a suggestion to a single creature within 30 feet who can hear the lyrist. A will save negates the effect. This is an enchantment, compulsion, mind-affecting, language-dependent effect. Dragons take a -2 penalty on this saving throw. That doesn't seem powerful enough. Not saying dragons have a super strong will save, but saying if you're really going to use that against dragons, that's not strong enough. How about it's a -2 plus your level of Dragon Song lyrist? It'd be at max a -7 to their will save. That'd be something I'd play around with. I would look at will saves of the dragons I'd want to use as a game master for the appropriate challenges, and then I'd look at the dragons lyrists save DCs and stuff and be like, well, this doesn't seem right, and then adjust accordingly. Once I made that adjustment, though, I'd make it permanent and write it down, so that way the Dragon Song lyrist knows what it is, I know what it is, we can always reference it. Song of Flight. At 3rd level, Dragon Song lyrist can grant herself and her allies the ability to fly as the spell of the same name. This song affects a character and a number of allies equal to her charisma modifier, all of whom must be able to hear the lyrist, and lasts for 1 minute per level. This is a transmutation effect. Song of Fear. At 4th level, a Dragon Song lyrist can use her song or poetics to inspire fear in her foes. All enemies within a radius of 30 feet times caster level are subject to the effect if they have fewer hit dice than the Dragon Song lyrist. A potentially affected creature that succeeds on a will save remains immune to the Dragon Song lyrist's Frightful Presence ability for 24 hours. On a failure, creatures with fewer than half the Dragon Song lyrist's hit dice become panicked for 2d6 rounds, and those with hit dice equal to or greater than half the Dragon Song lyrist become shaken for 2d6 rounds. Dragons are immune to this ability, as are creatures immune to fear. This is a mind-affecting effect. Song of Healing. A 5th level Dragon Song lyrist can use her greater Dragon Song to heal herself and her allies. Each ally within 30 feet who can hear the Dragon Song lyrist regains hit points and ability points as if he or she had rested for a full day. No character may benefit from this ability more than once per hour. This is a conjuration healing effect. And then it goes spellcasting, but it's just telling you what existing spellcasting class levels you gain. So I'd probably, at 5th level, I'd probably double the amount of use of your Dragon Songs. That way you really get to use it. And then the will save, I still would say, even if you did, 5 plus the -2, that'd be a -7. That wouldn't be too terrible. Here, let's look at a dragon to see. Assuming you're fighting huge or gargantuan dragons, and your save DC is somewhere around 15, we'll say. A -7, say, on a gargantuan dragon, and this is just an old dragon, and this isn't necessarily the strongest of the dragons, is a 22. So 7, 6, 5, 5, 15. So it would have a 15 before it rolled. Okay. I would say a -7 is appropriate. I would do that. I would do their level plus the -2. So at the time they get this is -4 at 2nd level. And then it'd be a -5 at 3rd level, -6 at so on and so forth. Because a -7 would not hurt the dragon's ability to resist it. It would almost have a 50% chance to make it if you have the DC high enough. So that's my take on the Dragon Lyrist Prestige class. And those are some of the changes I'd make to it. And it's only a 5-level class, so your Bard would be 7th level when they enter it. So by the time 7th level before they take a level in it. So 8, 9, 10, you'd be 12th level by the time you're done, with some cool effects that you can then put on your party and affect dragons with. If those changes are made that I suggested, it would definitely be a Prestige class I'd play as a Bard. Well, let me know what you guys think of that Prestige class. Until we all game again, guys.